A warm welcome, a very, very warm welcome to my YouTube channel family members. I hope you're all doing fine, you're managing your time well, you have a boosted self confidence level, and besides that, you are ready for all the online training workshops to come in future as well. Today we are into the 12th part of this online workshop on time management. All those who are still not in our YouTube channel family, you are welcome to subscribe and become a part of our family as we move on to the journey of gaining knowledge, power, freedom, positivity, practicality, and we become more and more knowledgeable and powerful in the process. So you're all welcome. Do subscribe and come join our family. Okay, and we will be very happy to welcome you. Now, this is the 12th part of the online workshop on time management. All of us have learned till now that we really actually know from childhood how we can manage our time, because we start practicing that from early childhood, and it has to some extent become a part of our nature, our personalities, for all of us, not only one of us or two of us or few of us, but all of us do manage our time in one way or the other, but we are unaware of that. We don't think about that, and because of that, time management is a skill that is not only endowed, it can be learned very easily, and we can inculcate it into our personalities. Okay, so today let's see what we have to discuss in this workshop of the 12th part of this workshop on time management. Today I'm going to start talking about time management in the larger scenario, in the scenario of our whole lives, because that is very important. Yes, small things, managing time every day in small fractions is very important, because that takes us to the achievement of our larger goals, in fact. But first of all, we should set our large frame goals for our life. I will call that personal goal setting for ourselves. It's very important. Where do we want to see ourselves in next 6 months, probably, or probably next year, the same time that we are living in now, the same month and time? Where do we want to see us after 1 year? Where do we want to see ourselves after 5 years or after 10 years even? Plan that, because when you have that goal in mind, when you know what your destination is or what you want to reach or who you want to become, then it gets easier for you to break down your life into smaller tasks leading towards your destination, towards achieving that larger goal that you have set for yourselves in life within a certain time span. Okay, so that is very important. You should set personal goals for yourself. If you have not already done that, try doing that now. The picture about you yourself, about how you want to see yourself in future, will become very clear to you, and your thinking, your thought process will be diverted and focused towards that one point that you have set for yourself, your destination, whatever it is. It can be setting up your own business, it can be getting a certain level of education, it can be anything, getting a degree, or whatever you want to set for yourself, buying a house for yourself, or it can be anything. It can be a small thing, it can be a big thing, but that personal goals that you set for yourself, then if you have that in your mind all the time, what happens? As you are moving on in life, you start assimilating things regarding your goal, whatever comes around you. See yourself as a dot only in this universe. Seriously, we are dots in the universe. We are so small. Our entities are so small. You look upon the universe and we stand nowhere, not even visible. Oh well, that will be a digression. Don't let me go there. But yes, see yourself as that small dot and see how things are moving around you in this world, and then in this universe, and so on and so forth. But we will be talking about this world only right now. Whatever is going on around us, we will start assimilating things and points regarding reaching our goal that we have set ourselves for ourselves, if that goal is in our minds. And when that happens, you start thinking better about your destination. You start carving out ways about to reach your destination, and that, knowing what you want from life actually helps you go towards it, move towards it. People say nature helps us when we have goals for ourselves. Even nature helps us. How does nature help us? This is how it happens. You have something in mind, and your thought process, your brain, your mind starts working in that one direction, and it starts taking cues from nature and from things as they move around us, as they happen around us, towards reaching our destination. And we say nature is helping us reach there. This is how it happens. That's why, I say channelize your thoughts, set your personal goals. Then, according to your personal goals, you should make small action programs for yourself. Like small steps, that these are the small steps that I'm going to take towards reaching my goal, my destination. And when you have set small goals for yourself, and those small goals are actionable projects that can be acted upon, that can be become valuable for you because you get something out of them, you won't overlook doing something that has to take you towards your larger aim or goal. So that is very important. Then first, set your goals. Second, make action programs. Very, very effective and extremely necessary, So talking about this larger framework in life, and then breaking down your whatever goals are into smaller projects and moving towards your destination or towards that one larger aim in life, we will be now talking about prioritizing those smaller tasks that we have broken our larger aim or goal into. Because we need to prioritize our smaller tasks, we need to know what we want to, or we should do first, or we need to do first, and then what can come afterwards, what can be done later, and then what can be done after that, and all that will be helping us reach our destination in the end. This is something that we discussed in, I think, the third part of this time management workshop. If you want to go back to it, we discussed in detail about it, and if you want to go back to it and listen to it, the video is there on my channel, Life Themes with Faria Habib. Well, as all of my family members here will be knowing already about that. Those who are new, for you people, very warm welcome to you. And if you want to go back to the third part of this workshop, you can listen to what is there discussed there in the third part on my, it's a video on my channel, it's there in the uploads. You can go click on it and you can listen to it. Okay, but what I said at that time and what I will repeat shortly here is, I asked you to make 3 columns on a paper, and in the first column make your to-do list for the day. In the second column make your to-do list for the week, whatever your priorities are, whatever you think you should be doing throughout the week. And in the third column you list down all the things that seem redundant to you, that probably you will never do, that remain there in your mind as a burden, but you never do them because you think they are not necessary to be done. So remove that burden from your brain, set them aside, forget them, delete them from your memory. Okay, and focus on the first 2 columns, the tasks that have been broken down into smaller assignments, or that you have prioritized according to according to how important they are, according to their importance. You should be following them up, you should be trying to accomplish those tasks, and every small step that you take will take you towards your destination in the larger framework of things. Okay, then while you're doing your smaller things, while you're doing the smaller tasks, while you are dealing with life on a small task level, what will happen? You will be interrupted in different ways. This is also something we discussed in detail in a previous part of this online workshop on time management, and you can go back to it in my uploads list on my channel YouTube with Faria Habib, and you can find it there and you can view that in detail. But talking about it shortly and crisply, because interruptions are there. They can be interruptions from your environment, they can be interruptions from the people around you, they can be interruptions from nature, different natural calamities may befall us at any time. Different things from nature might interrupt the flow of things as we are trying to do them. So it can be rain, it can be anything, it can be snow, it can be anything. So these things, many things are such that are not in our hands, but many are such that can be managed. And even things that are not in our hands, we can manage them after they befall us. We can come out of them, because coming out of them is the real strength of our personalities, and we should be doing that. Okay, that is important. The other thing, people, how they bring in certain time bandits for us, they can also be managed. We discussed in the previous part. I will not go in detail about it here, but talking crisply shortly about it is enough, I think. Then there are things that we can manage from our environment, like we have beeps coming in from our mobile phones, different messages coming in, calls coming in, WhatsApp messages coming in, different kinds of apps that we are using. We can have those beeps coming in while we are working on something very important. So what we can do is, this is only an example, we can turn off those, we can simply set our mobile to silent mode. Okay, and we will not be disturbed because of those beeps. And later, when we have time, when we are done with our own assignments that we had fixed for ourselves, we can go back to our phone, we can check out different things, we can of course answer different queries from different people, or answer different messages, whatever it is. Okay, later on we can do that. So managing our time and taking control of our time in that way is possible. We will be discussing this topic further, but you see, Garfield is here. I've put in an image of Garfield, and he's probably going to an office with a tie and a suitcase in his hand, and he's saying, I might as well work. I'm in a bad mood anyway. So just imagine, because he thinks he's in a bad mood, so he can work. So because, working puts him in a bad mood always. He's already in a bad mood, so he can work. So this is just for you in a lighter tone, and for myself also in a lighter tone. And we will keep discussing. We can, the first point I have mentioned here is we can improve our concentration. Improve our concentration. Concentrating is very, very important. I've written, even when you are faced with distractions, there are distractions around you, but you are still concentrating and focusing on your task. It's very important, and you have to train your brain for that. You have to train yourselves for it. And I'm laughing because, it reminds me of a cousin of mine who used to sit with everybody in the room while all kinds of discussions were on, and used to study sitting among them, So I was reminded of that. That's why I'm laughing, and that was improving concentration, actually. Highly improved concentration. Studying with all kinds of noises around you. So this is very important. You should concentrate. You should improve your concentration. You should train yourself for that. And that example that I've given you proves that it can be done. So it's very important. In the face of distractions, you keep focused. You keep focused on your goal, and you keep working towards the achievement of that goal. Then you manage your email effectively. How can you manage your email effectively? How? You have certain emails, you have to answer them. To be a good professional, you should be answering your emails. But how can you manage them then? You know how? You can manage them by paying attention to emails, say twice or thrice a day for 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. Fix that time for your email checking and replying. Fix that time with you so that they don't eat up your whole day. You don't keep checking emails throughout the day and responding to them throughout the day. No, fix some time for them and give them that time slot in the day, during the day. It can be 1 hour in a day, so split into 3 times, 20 minutes each. You can check your emails, and you will keep yourself updated about whatever is being sent to you, and you will be replying them back also. So giving your response also, which is a very professional way of doing things. You should be responding in time to different people. You should be responding well also to different people. This speaks of your high professionalism, and it leaves a very positive image of you. So that way you can control time while checking your emails. So things, have to be controlled by yourself. The distractions that are provided to you, and your concentration time, your focus on what you are doing, all that is in your own hands. You can control your mind, your thoughts, your actions, and in turn you can control your time.